Good afternoon, everyone. I am Desiree Laikabi Alejandra, and I am your reporter for this afternoon. So I will be continuing the report of the Group 2, and my lesson for today is that the norm and criterion reference assessment. So what is norm reference assessment? It gives us information on what the students can perform comparing to another student. So when we talk about norm reference assessment test or assessment, is that muna siya nagakuan ni siya ang iyahang ang performance, no, ang performance sa usa ka estudyante kay gina-compare sa other students. It describes students' performance in the class by comparing to others. So teachers can actually rank the achievements of their students. As a result, there is a limited percentage of competition for those who are high scorers. So when we talk about norm reference assessment, useful ni siya for identifying a high and low performers within a large group or within a larger group or in the class. So the scores are given as a rank. Let us take note, the rank based on other students. So in norm reference test, we have the standardized test characterized by scoring that compares the test taker to a norm group, or norming group means a group with similar characteristics such as age or grade level. So one of the examples of the norm reference assessments is the entrance exams like SASE. Kay larger group jud ang ma-assess nga number of students. Di lang siya daghan ang ma-assess nga students. Then let's talk about the criterion reference assessment. So criterion reference assessment means that it describes the performance of the students without reference to the performance of others, which uses preset criteria or predefined and absolute standards or outcomes. So di ba kaganiha we have tackled the norm reference assessment, which is ang result or ang performance sa usa ka students is gina-compare sa uban students. But then in criterion reference assessments, no, kay dere ang performance sa usa ka bata or isa ka students kay gina-base siya sa criteria sa kanang every subject or lessons nga iyang na-attain karon. So usually it describes students' mastery of the course content. Thus, there is no competition for a limited percentage for a high score. So when we talk about criterion reference test, no, it describes lang sa mastery kung aha jud siya ning improve, no? Yan na siya. So when we talk about criterion, we talk about criterion reference assessment, ang mga teachers can identify what students already know and what they still need to learn. So it means makuan jud siya observe bitaw ang performance sa usa ka students. Kay for example, sa classroom based lang jud siya, no, sa classroom lang siya nga kanang setup. So when we talk about criterion reference assessment, to measure the skills and knowledge a student has mastered, student score are given as a percent. So when we talk about criterion, ang ilahang ang scores nila kay ilang pinaagi sa percent, while ang sa norm criterion kay ranking ilaha. So it assesses smaller numbers of students. It needs specific qualities or criteria. Compares a student's academic achievements to a set of criteria. So naga-base yun siya, no? Ang Criterion-Refetenced assessment, kaya naga-base yun siya sa criteria. And then we have here the summary comparison of two basic approaches to achievements. So in norm reference and criterion reference, we have the principal use of the two, and then in norm reference we have the survey testing, and the criterion reference is the mastery testing. So when we talk about the principal use, first is the major emphasis. In the norm reference survey testing, it measures individual difference in achievement. So it means naga-measure siya sa individual nga lahi-lahi nga mga achievements, while ang mastery testing, which is this a criterion reference, describes tasks students can perform. So diri makita nato kung aha lang jud kanang ang aha lang jud ang student nga kaya nila ma-perform, or aha nga student nga kanang ang ilang mastery ani nga kanang content knowledge. So in interpretation of results, we have in norm reference, it compares performance that of other individuals, while in criterion reference compares performance to a clearly specified achievement domain. So when we talk about these interpretations of result, no, so ang kaning norm reference naga-compare lang siya sa other individual nga groups, while ang kaning criterion reference, it compares, no, sa performance nga na nakabutang sa criteria. Mudyo na ang ilahang how many percentage ang ilahang nakuha ani. So in content of courage, typically covers a broad area of achievements in norm reference test, while in criterion reference typically focuses on a limited set of learning tasks. So when we talk about norm reference in content of courage, so naadjud ang broad, na ang kanang wide bitaw nga content bitaw, kana for example, ang mag-take ka og kanang exams or entrance exam. So naadjud tanan ang kanang mga tanan nga mga lessons for nga naagian nato since high school, and then broaden na generalize ang area sa achievements or area nga pag-taken sa usa ka students or different students nga same lang og level but lahi-lahi nga school. While there is a criterion reference, it talks about naga-focus siya sa for example sa classroom. Kana lang nga section unsa ilang gi-focus nga kanang ilahang content of knowledge nga ilang mga learning outcomes, mga learning outcomes nga ilang ma-attain ana nga section. So in the nature of test plan, in norm reference, table of specification is commonly used, while in criterion reference, detailed domain specifications are favored. So ang table of specification, ang TOS, dili nato ni makita kung pila ka items, no, mga number of items nga atong i-attain ani sa mga test. And then while diri detailed jud ang specification sa criterion reference, kay na sila ginasunod nga criteria. And then the item selection procedures in norm reference, items are selected that provides maximum discrimination among individuals to attain a reliable ranking. Items are selected that provides maximum discrimination among individuals to attain a reliable ranking. So easy items are typically eliminated from the test, while in criterion reference, it includes all times needed adequately to describe performance. No attempt is made to alter item difficulty or to eliminate easy item to increase the spread of score. So diri kani sa norm reference test ginasala jud ni siya, no, ginasala jud ni ang mga number of items ani if reliable ba siya. So dapat reliable jud ang mga items nga pagataken sa isa ka students. If na ay mga kuan ka ng mga lisod nga mga sunay tawag na katong mga sayon lang bitaw, mga assign for example, maklaro na jud kayo ang answer bitaw, makita na dayon nana sila hint then eliminate to nila kay tungod in this norm reference ginatest man god ang paunsa ka broaden ang ilahang mga kanang knowledge nga ilang na-attain or ang mga learning outcomes na ilang na-attain sa ilahang pag kanang study. Well, in mastery testing, there is a criterion reference. It includes all items needed adequate to describe performance. So, tanan, bahalag na apa na isa yun, katungod, nakasagol manggod sa, to alter item difficulty or to eliminate easy items to decrease the spread of scores. Well, in the principal use performance standards, so norm reference or survey testing, level of performance is determined by relative position in some known groups, rank 5th, for example, rank 5th in a group of 20. While in criterion reference, level of performance is commonly determined as absolute standard, so demonstrates mastery by defining 90% of technical terms. So, dere, same sa ako ang natakal kagani atong gi-discuss ganiha. In performance standards, no, ang mga scores kay lahi-lahi ang ilahang pag-determine. So, for example, dere sa norm reference test, ranking jud ni sila. Like, first, second, third, top 1, top 2, top 3, na siya. Kay tungod, larger ang group. While dere sa criterion reference test, dere kay gamay lang man ni siya, small nga groups lang ang gina-assess ani. So ang performance level nila, ang pag-determine sa ilang performance level is percentage. So that's all my report for this afternoon. Thank you.